Hey everyone, Denise Cerro here, and I wanted to give you a little update on the 4 pieces I was working on week before last. I had the 4 12 by 12 panels that I was treating all as a series and putting the same elements into each one, if you remember. So I'm going to speed it up here a little bit as I work along and let you know how I finish these pieces off. I like to, once I get to a point where I have all my papers laid in, I'll take cream and just start going around and making things disappear, letting go of things, which we all know is a hard thing to do. But it's so refreshing once you get started and you see how much stronger it makes a piece when you let things go and when you start adding layers. So I use a lot of cream and then I go over it with a soft gray in some areas because I like the way that the neutrals kind of give you a little bit of a quiet background and let the colors come forward a little bit more. So now I'm adding pops of colors on each of the 4 panels, and I like to work on them all simultaneously. It keeps it more in a flow and I'm not stopping and starting with each one. It also creates a nice little series all in one shot. Now that I've got a lot of the little design elements that I had originally put on, now that I've got some of them eliminated with my cream, I'm going to pull out a soft gray, a very warm gray, and I go over the cream. I blend it in with the cream. I mainly like to keep it neutral, keep my palette neutral at this point. So as I said before, the colors will pop out a little bit more. And then I also like to build up the layers, and I'll go back and forth with the cream and the gray, blend them in, let one come forward, let one go behind. It's just kind of a nice way also for me to think about what my next step is. It gives me something to do while I'm kind of contemplating where to go next. As you may know, it's all about going back and forth, adding in color, adding in the surrounding colors. For me here was the gray and the cream. And once I've got that done, now I'm going back and popping out some colors, adding in a few little unexpected colors like this bright green, and adding a little element, little pop in each of the panels. trying to keep them, once again, all working together as a series. And it's actually pretty fun to do this because it's almost like a little art assembly line. And then my last thing that I do is I go in with my very favorite tool, my Stabilo pencil, and I just kind of draw. I define areas, I add little marks, and then I grab my fine tip brush and go in and hit a lot of those marks with water to kind of mush them up or make them disappear or create a little bit more of a watercolory effect. I've gotten most of my colors in, my design is in, and it's time to just add the little pops, the little bit of eye candy, add some extra colors. I'm kind of pumping up my butterflies a little bit. I want to go through and make sure any smudges or anything that I don't want there I can get rid of. I can do a few little additions to make the composition stronger, and this is the point where I just do my cleanup and touch up. So when you can, try to work on more than one at a time. It's an instant little series. This was really fun, and I hope to do another one for you again soon.